photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the New Orleans Saints and the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that... touchback.
This could be it. This could be the turning point. Let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. For the Colts, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And they needed to be because our offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well. And that's what they did in their last game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On third down, Coleman. There's Chris Olave. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 36 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Penny. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Looking to throw. Coleman. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Coleman. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw on third down, Coleman. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd down, foul down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders, who knows what it could be.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's fielded at the 40. Now a hit and a loose football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive moving forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a play fake here on first down. To Boyle here over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Lutz now to kick this one away. And no return. return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. offense at the line and set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here.
And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Breida, they'll go up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Coleman. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st down, Howell.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack.
Powell. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. The Colts at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now throwing on first down here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Foul to the air on 1st and 10. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Howell down to throw it. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
2nd and 10, Howell. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are back within a score. The point after is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram from 17 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point will be good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Big play.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. Coleman. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Powell. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Powell's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
First down, how to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Russell Gage from 13 yards out. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Coleman. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Where they convert on third with a gain of 22.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They'll run it again with Penny. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Looking to throw. Coleman. Open man is Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Will they continue to try and push the ball downfield? We'll have to run play. It appears that the answer is yes.
Now he'll look to throw it. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on second down. Powell, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace rushers.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Throwing here, Howell. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
From the gun on third down, Howell. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it will set them back for second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Inside handoff, Penny. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
He'll buy some time right. Out right, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off off the play fake. Coleman. Thomas brings it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
To throw on 2nd down, Coleman. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Penny. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. They'll run with Penny. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Howell. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Here's Howell. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Coleman. He completes it to Olave. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A desperation heave for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this?
He's got a man, complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. What a performance. All those points put on the board.